doing a full face of first impressions, me trying out all new makeup on my face. And you guys really liked it when I did this after I filmed a haul last time, so I went ahead and did it again. So if you haven't seen my recent video, which is a giant, massive Ulta haul, then go ahead and watch that first so you could jump back to this video and see what I think of the products. But yeah, I'll have it somewhere in the cards right here so you can watch the Ulta haul first. But I'm going to be trying everything that I bought in that video on my face today, and I'm also going to be trying out some of the new Becca collection, which I have a full face of first impressions using the new Becca stuff, and I'll have that video right here as well if you want to see that. But I just thought I would still use it in this video just to keep trying out the products because they're still really new to me, and the only other time I used them was when I did that first impressions, and also when I went out of town I used some of the products. And so I want to go ahead and tell you guys what I've been thinking of them so far since I've been trying them out. And so yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look and also me trying out all this new makeup, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to be using today is this Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I do have a full first impressions using this, but I do feel like I used too much and it made everything on top of it very slippery. So I didn't have a really that great of a first impression. Like, it felt really good under my eyes, but it didn't make the concealer look any better. And so today I'm going to try using less product and see how that goes. And I'm just going to apply a little bit with my finger, just right under my eyes so it has time to soak in. Now, the only bad ingredient that I saw from this was that it has silicone, so I'm trying to keep it straight under my eyes and not really into my pores. Okay, now while that soaks in, I'm going to be trying another primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and so it's supposed to be a primer plus moisturizer in one, and I'm super excited to be trying this out. So it says Insane Hydration Feather Light Texture All-in-One Power Primer. So it's supposed to plump and moisturize with niacinamide, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and hyaluronic acid. And so it says that it sets in seconds, so makeup goes on fast, and that it makes the skin feel comfortable all day. So it has a really cute packaging. It's glass. That is what the packaging looks like, super cute, and it does have a pump. So I like the fact that it has good ingredients like hyaluronic acid in it, and it also doesn't have like silicone that's going to clog your pores. This is pretty pricey though. It retails for $42, and usually a high-end primer retails for at least $30. And so it's pretty pricey. That's about the same price as a high-end foundation. So hopefully it works good. Okay. So first impression, it feels like a serum, but then it does feel like it's getting tacky on my skin, which I like. Add a little more for my forehead. It doesn't really have a smell. I do feel like it's making my skin a little tacky, which is good for the foundation. First impressions so far, really good. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little correcting under my eye. I'm going to be using the new Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector in the shade Medium to Deep. But as you guys saw from my first impressions, this is a little dark for me. So what I've been liking to do is, because I took this with me traveling, and so I really got to try it out. And so what I've been liking to do is mixing it with this NARS what's this called? Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Vanilla. This one's actually too light for me, so if you mix these two, I get a really good like color correcting color. So I just grab my flat brush and dip it into the corrector from Becca and then mix it in with the NARS one and just kind of go back and forth until I get a nice kind of color, and then I apply it straight on to my veins. And that primer does feel really nice under my eyes right now. It's giving me a nice cooling effect, which I really, really like. I just hope that it doesn't make everything slippery once again, and it just kind of makes everything stay in place. I am going to be trying a new concealer on top of this corrector and the primer and everything. And that concealer that I'm going to be trying out is a little bit more matte, so hopefully it won't slip as easily as like my Tarte Shape Tape, but we will see. And see, as you can see, it still has like that orange from the corrector and also that glow, but the NARS one just kind of lightens it up a little bit and mattifies it just a tad because the NARS one is a matte concealer. And so I just really like the combination of the two. And then I just use this Sephora VIB brush to go ahead and blend that all in. So as you can see, it just adds a really nice kind of correction under my eyes before concealer. And that primer is not so slippery this time, and it's actually holding everything together really nicely. So far so good with that. So I don't have a new foundation to try today, unfortunately. I really want to try the new NARS one, but I'm really scared because I heard that it doesn't last as long and people get really oily, and I have oily combination skin, so I don't know if I want to bite the bullet for the like $50 that it is. But today I'm just going to be using my Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Foundation, and I'll be right back so we could go ahead and try the new concealer that I'm super excited about. So I'll be right back. Okay, so foundation is on. Now I'm going to be trying the new concealer that I got, and I'm super excited about it. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer, and this retails for, I think, $30 around there. So hopefully this color matches. This is the color Light Warm. Now I did wear this color in the Naked Skin concealer that they have, but it was a little light for me, and I heard this oxidizes, so I went ahead and went with the same color, thinking that it was going to oxidize like one shade up, which is nice because like I said, that one was a little light for me, but I did swatch it in store after I bought it, like during work one day, and it oxidized a lot, like more than one shade. But I'm thinking maybe it just did that because you know how like when you put foundation on your hand and then you apply it to your face and then later on you forget to like wash it off and you look and it's like super duper dark, but it doesn't look that dark on your skin. That's what I'm hoping that happens with this concealer. If not, I'm probably gonna have to return it because it might be too dark. But that's just crazy to me because if it does end up being too dark, I would have to go with Fair Warm, which is the lightest in the whole concealer collection, which I think is crazy. So hopefully this color does match. It has cute packaging. It looks just like a miniature version of the foundation. So cute. So this has 3.5 milliliters, 0.12 fluid ounces. Let's see, how much does the Tarte Shape Tape have? It has 0.33 ounces. So oh my gosh, this has a lot less product. So hopefully a little goes a long way because it has a lot less product than the regular Tarte Shape Tape, and I believe that one is cheaper. So that's kind of crazy, but we're gonna go ahead and test it out. So I'm just gonna apply this like a regular concealer. So far the color does look like it's gonna match, but hopefully it doesn't oxidize too much. And this is a way drier formula. I've learned that just from swatching it next to Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm gonna do it one by one just in case it sets pretty fast. And I'm just blending that in with my damp beauty blender. So far it's looking really beautiful on the skin. It has really good coverage. Wow. It looks really pretty. I was scared it was going to look too dry because it is a really matte formula. But I did use that under eye primer and also the corrector, which are both pretty glowy. So maybe it's just an awesome combination that I made. So that is some nice coverage. If you could see the difference, this side looks really, really nice. My veins are peeking out just a tad bit, but it's really hard to cover my veins, like I've said in multiple videos. So far I'm liking it. We can try actually building it up a little bit and see what happens. But I don't want to use a lot of this just because it does have a lot less product. And so I'm scared I'm just going to run out really fast. But for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and build it up, see what we get. Now I feel like that didn't really change the coverage that much, so I would just stick with applying it one time. But I'm really liking it so far. It looks really nice on the skin. Okay, and now I'm just going to go ahead and do the same exact thing to this side. Ooh, that was a lot. Put a little bit on my lids as a primer as well. So far so good. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight the face per usual with this concealer as well. Not much goes onto the wand, so I keep having to dip in there. But that doesn't really bother me. I'm breaking out like all on my chin and I hate it. I usually don't break out there, it's weird. So far it's giving me a nice highlight. It's not too white on my skin. I like the yellow tone that it gives me. Hopefully it will stay that color. Blended on top of my foundation very nicely. I feel like my pores are very blurred out right now. I don't know if that's from the new primer I used or this concealer, but I ain't mad at it. I look really poreless right now, which I like. I hope that I'm in focus. I don't have my contacts on today, guys, because my eyes were irritating the heck out of me, but I can't wear my glasses while I'm doing my makeup, so just bear with me. I could see in front of me, but the viewfinder can't see crap. Okay, so to go ahead and set my concealer, I've really been liking this new Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. I like it a lot. It brightens just enough. Gives you like a nice filter under your eyes. It does everything that it claims to do, so I've really been liking it, and hopefully this will help with the whole oxidizing thing under my eyes as well, since it does brighten. So if you guys haven't tried this setting powder, I really recommend it. I've really been liking it so far, but I've only had it for about a week, so you could tell that this concealer does have a matte finish, but since I have that corrector and under eye primer under there, it isn't too matte. It still looks very hydrated under there. And then I'm just gonna set that with this brightening powder. And so far I don't have much creasing, which I really like. Everything's looking really good together. It's like a nice cocktail of products. So this is how everything under my eyes is looking. I am liking everything so far. I did put a little bit of the powder on my lids, and it does kind of look patchy. I feel like it's because I didn't put enough powder. But whenever I set the rest of my face, I'll go ahead and put some more powder on there and see what happens. But so far, everything's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face and apply my bronzer. And then we have a new blush and highlight to try out that I'm really excited about. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I know I told you when I got back that we would try a new blush and highlight, but I really want to try the eye thing first. So I already did my transition shade, my crease shade, the outer corner shade, all that jazz, because I only have one thing to try on my eyes for eyeshadow, and it's just gonna go all over the lid, so I went ahead and got that out of the way first. But what I'm going to be trying is this Tarte Chrome Paint in the color Top Yacht. I'm so excited. If you have not swatched these yet, go to your Ulta or your Sephora and swatch them. They're so foiled and beautiful. And this color just screamed to me and made me have to buy it. Does that even make sense? I make no sense. I'm sorry guys. But this is the packaging, super cute gold, and it's in like a heavy pot glass thing, kind of like the MAC paint pots. And look at this color. It's so pretty. I can't wait to put it on my eyeballs. And so I want to try this first before we move on back to the face, because I just can't wait. And so I'm just gonna dip my finger in there. And I'm just gonna apply this all over the lid. Okay, let's see what this baby's made out of. Oh my god! I put way too much on my finger, so I'm just gonna put this on this side. Oh my gosh, that was definitely way too much. That's crazy. So it does have some fallout, but I think it's just because I had way too much on my finger. So a little bit goes a very long way. Whatever was on my finger covered both eyes, and I still feel like both eyes have too much product. So I'm just blending it out. Oh my god, this is so beautiful though. It's crazy. I do feel like I put too much, so it is kind of exaggerating my wrinkles and my lids. So if you're older or around my age, just anybody that has some wrinkles on their eyelids, just know that a little bit goes a long way, because if not, it's definitely going to exaggerate those lines. So I'm just going to buff away that fallout. No problem. And then I'm going to take my 217 brush and kind of buff out these edges as well. I wasn't going for a super precise like lid shade. I just wanted to pop it on there. Wow, it's so beautiful though. It just like blends right out into the crease. Wow. Okay guys, so my winged liner are definitely not even. They're way different, but we're just gonna roll with it. So before we try the new mascara, I'm actually gonna just go ahead and tightline with this new eyeliner that I got from Butter London. It's called the Wink Eye Pencil, And I just want to try this out on my waterline and see how that goes. It's just a regular black pencil. So I'm just gonna tightline. Goes on very nice. So the mascara I'm gonna try out is this Butter London Double Decker Mascara. I said this in my haul, but this is like a giant mascara. Do you guys see the size of this thing? Let's look at the wand. Now, I heard that this is a really good volumizing mascara, and that's definitely what the wand looks like. It looks like it gives lots of volume, so we're gonna try it out. So hopefully my eyes don't water because, like I said, they're very irritated right now from my contacts. So it is building them up to make them volumized. It's not very lengthening, but it does add a lot of volume. I mean, it's getting a little clumpy, but I really like the way it's making my lashes look, so I don't really care about that. As long as it's not too clumpy, I'm good. And you can really just keep building it up, which I like. That's weird. It's even thickening up these lower lashes, which usually they always just kind of look long and skinny. But this is actually making them really thick, which I like. And it's not very messy. Look at that. I did that without making no mess. Oh yeah. I like this mascara so far. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to be doing for my eyes. I just added my MAC nylon in my inner corners. Guys, please excuse my hair. I'm so sorry I got on camera like this. I just left it how it was since after the shower. And it looks kind of crazy. So I'm sorry y'all had to deal with that. But now we're going to try out my new blush. And this is the Laura Geller Baked Blush in Brighten and in the color Sun Swept. I love Laura Geller blushes. You guys already know. So I can't wait to try this color. So this is what the color looks like. Now, Laura Geller blushes are super pigmented. Look, I barely dipped my brush in and it already has a lot of color on there. So I'm just going to tap that off so it's not too much and apply this to my cheeks. And of course, I love the color. Her blushes never really disappoint me. And they add just like a nice sheen to the skin to where they look very natural and not so powdery. Love it. And then just whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to apply to my nose. Awesome possum. They are really powdery though. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I love them. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to try, I don't know if I'm going to like it because if you guys saw my haul, I was kind of disappointed with the swatch, I'm not going to lie. I really like the Maybelline Molten Gold Highlight, so I bought the Rose Gold one, and when I swatched it, it didn't look as metallic as the gold one, which kind of disappointed me, but now we're going to try it on the face and see if it shows up a little better on the face maybe. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. It has that really pretty square embroidery on it. So I zoomed y'all in so y'all could see if it is highlighty. I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just gonna dip my brush into there. Whoa, it picked up a lot of product. I'm gonna tap that off. It's really hard for me to see, guys. Ooh, that's pretty. I'm not mad at that. That is really pretty. It like blends right into the skin like the Molten Gold one does. It's not as metallic, but it is really pretty. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm going to build it up right now. Okay guys, I'm not disappointed, which is awesome. It looks like an everyday kind of highlight. And it's not too pink, but you do see that kind of pinkness of the highlight, which I like because it's different, you know? I'm gonna do the other side now. You could even use it as like a blush topper if you're very fair. I liked it. I wonder if you could build it up. I'm gonna spray some Fix Plus on my brush and see if we could make it very highlighty. So it left that stupid streak on my face. That always happens to me. I guess I put too much of the Fix Plus because I don't ever see that happening to other people that do that. I'm gonna try to dry off the brush a little bit and then go back in with the highlight. It did add some glow with it being wet now. Ooh, that looks pretty. I hope that you guys are seeing that on camera. Like, it's adding a really nice glow. And it just like melts into the skin. It doesn't exaggerate any texture that I'm having. And I'm really liking it, and I just keep putting it on, so I probably have way too much on now. Do you guys see that? So I'm just gonna highlight the center of my face now. It doesn't look too bad on my skin tone, even though it's like really light. Some on my Cupid's bow. A little bit right here. Okay, so I do feel like it looks kind of crazy on my cheeks. It's a little too much. So I'm gonna go back over it with my blush brush. I mean, it's pretty. It's not bad at all. I thought it was gonna be horrible. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I'm not gonna return it or anything, but it's not as good as the Molten Gold highlight. That one's just perfection. But now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Okay, so the next new product I'm going to be trying out is a lippy. This is the Butter London Lippy Liquid Lipstick, and if you guys saw my haul, this is not a matte liquid lipstick. It's more like the Bite Beauty ones, to where it's like a really pigmented gloss. So this is what the color looks like. Super pretty. But first I'm going to line my lips using my Urban Decay Naked Lip Liner first. I suck at lining my lips, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to go over that with the liquid lipstick. This is pretty light on me. Feels very smooth on the lips. But it's not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, because the Bite ones are very, very pigmented to where you don't need nothing under. But this one's a little bit translucent, so you can still see my lip color. I feel like I'd rather have lined all of my lip with the lip liner and then went over it. It doesn't look bad though. It looks really pretty. It doesn't look too like light. Here's a close-up of what it looks like. Okay, so that is everything I'm going to be trying today. I really ended up liking a lot of the products, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you my final thoughts. But first I'm going to go ahead and get dressed and everything, and then I'll be right back to tell you. And so I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and sorry if there's a glare on my glasses, but like I said, I cannot see. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of review everything in the way that I put it on my face. So starting off with the Becca Under Eye Primer, I liked it a lot more than the first time I tried it today. It wasn't as slippery, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep testing it out. I don't know my final thoughts quite yet. As for the Smashbox Primerizer, Priming, and Moisturizer in one, I really like this. I can't wait to keep using it. I like the way it made my face tacky. It did feel hydrated, but that being said, it doesn't feel so hydrating that you could totally skip your moisturizer and only use this product, or at least I don't think so. And I have oily combination skin, so if you have dry skin, I really wouldn't suggest skipping your moisturizer at all. But with that being said, I didn't buy this primer to replace my moisturizer, so I'm still using that in the morning. But this is just a nice primer that has really good ingredients. It's silicone free, so far I am liking it. As for the Becca Under Eye Corrector, I don't like it that much by itself. I really like it mixed with the NARS concealer, like I said in the video. But with it mixed with this one, I really do like it. But would I buy it again? I'm not sure, because I wouldn't use it alone, so it's kind of pricey to be pairing it with different products. So I'm not completely sure. Maybe I'll know more once I finish it all the way up. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the corrector. As for the Becca Under Eye Brightening Powder, I really like this. I can't wait to keep using it. I love the way it sets my concealer. I have no problems with it as of now, so really like that. Now, as for the Tarte Chrome Paint, oh my gosh, this blew me away. It's super pigmented. I swiped my finger in there one time and it covered both eyes, so a little bit goes a very, very long way. And it makes me want to buy more colors, but this is pretty pricey just for like one single eyeshadow, but it does have a lot of product, so it's kind of worth it. But the other colors don't really scream to me, so maybe I'll just wait. The bronze one is really pretty. I think it's called like Park Avenue Princess, but so far this did not disappoint. It's really, really nice. It would be nice on those fast days where you get ready and you just want to throw something on the lid. This would be really nice. So far I really, really like it. Oops, I mentioned the eye thing before my concealer, but let's go ahead and just talk about the concealer anyways. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and so far I'm really, really liking this as well. I don't know how it compares to Tarte Shape Tape. To me, it has about the same coverage. It is a little bit more matte, but so far I am liking it. But then again, it's kind of the same coverage as Tarte Shape Tape, so that one's cheaper and it does have more product. So I might just keep repurchasing that, but I ended up really, really liking it. So I don't know. I'm going to have to decide once I finish the whole tube and see what I think then. So in an empties video, I'll probably update you on what I think of the concealer and if I would repurchase it. But so far, I'm really, really liking it. As for this Butter London eye pencil, it went on really, really smooth. It's super black, and so far I'm liking it. Hopefully it will last on my waterline and it won't transfer, but that's all I think of it for right now. As for the Laura Geller blush, I love this color. It's so beautiful on the skin. It's just a nice, pretty nude blush. So I knew I wouldn't be disappointed with it just because it's a nice bronze color, and I already know I like Laura Geller blushes, so I really like that. Okay, so I totally lied about going in order. I'm so sorry, guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the mascara. So this is the Butter London Double Decker Mascara. I really, really like this because it gave lots of volume. It did clump up a little bit, but not too much to where you could really tell on the eyes. It just looked really volumized. So far I'm liking it. It's a little bit more of a drier formula compared to other mascaras, but I feel like that's why it builds up very nicely. So far I'm really liking it. As for the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in Rose Gold, you guys know I thought I was going to be disappointed with this, but I wasn't, and I ended up really liking it. It's really pretty on my skin. You could get a really nice highlighted effect with it if you just keep building it up, or you could get a really nice, pretty natural highlight with just doing one layer. So far so good with this as well, and it's super affordable. It's $10 highlight, and it's really pretty on the skin. And last but not least, I tried the Lippy liquid lipstick from Butter London. So it doesn't feel like a liquid lipstick to me just because it does, it is translucent. So it reminds me more of a gloss. So if you're looking for another gloss to try, I definitely recommend this. But if you're looking for a full pigment, like liquid lipstick that's glossy, this isn't it. To me, it's more of a gloss, but it does look really pretty on the lips. And it's not sticky at all. Maybe that's why they call it a liquid lipstick. Because as you can see, my lips aren't sticking together like a gloss. So I really like that about it. I rarely noticed that. Yeah, so far so good. I would like to try this on top of a lipstick and see how it does. So those are my final thoughts on that. And so that is everything that I tried in today's video, and so far nothing really disappointed me. I really ended up liking everything. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you do like when I do these videos after hauls. You liked my last one, so I thought I would just do it again and do like a full face of first impressions using all the new stuff. I did throw the Becca stuff in there even though I already did like a full blown out video on the products, just because I feel like I do a lot of first impressions, but then I don't tell you guys after like how I'm still feeling about it or if I still like it. And so I want to start doing that more in my videos and start talking more about the products after I try them for the first time, because my opinion does change sometimes, and I want to let you know if like my opinion changes, if you know what I'm saying. And so yeah, if you have any questions about any of the products, leave it in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Until next time, guys, talk to you guys soon. Bye!